Hi, everybody. I'm Mary Burley, Chief Educator at the Norman Rockwell Museum, and I'm here today with my friend Stephanie Plunkett, who is the Chief Curator and Deputy Director.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Stephanie. And we're here because we're really excited to share the image Going and Coming, painted in oil by Norman Rockwell in 1947. This is one of our favorite images that Rockwell made, and it is a journey. It's actually an invitation to think about a journey because the first panel, the top panel in the image, appears to be a family going somewhere, and the bottom image is coming home. This is a wonderful journey, and we're really excited to notice what's there with you. So that said, Stephanie has some invitations for you.
Well, there is a lot to see in this picture, and it's a lot of fun to look at all of the details because it's actually one of just 3 pictures that Norman Rockwell did that has not just one panel, but 2 panels. So his idea was to show the passage of time. Can you tell me what clues you see in the top panel that tell you a little bit about where this family is going? And then are there clues on the bottom panel that give you a sense of what their day was like? One thing that I really love about this, and it's fun to look carefully at, is that the characters in the top panel are the same people as in the bottom, but their gestures and their expressions and their postures have really changed. Just to give you one example, look at Dad. He's driving the car. On the top, he's probably determined to get the family to their little outing. It could be very close at hand. It could be a little farther away. But if we look at Dad on the bottom, he looks exhausted, and I bet he is just dying to get home. And I wonder if you've ever had that feeling after a long day, even if it was a fun day, that you're just ready to go home. Look carefully at the picture and look at what other characters' postures have changed. And there is just one person in this composition who actually doesn't change at all. So let's see if you can find out who that is. I think that it's also interesting to consider the fact that Rockwell gives us a story that just has a beginning and an end. And so we, in our imagination, in our journey in our imagination, just have to think about for ourselves what might have happened while they were away and where they may have gone. So one thing you could do is look at this picture and get a sense of what's on top of that car, because that may tell you about the kind of place that they went. And if you notice, their boat even has a name, which is kind of fun. The other thing that's really nice about this picture is if you look through the car window, you will notice that both the setting and the lighting changes. And when you go through your day from morning to evening, I bet you notice too how the light really changes. So Rockwell, as a painter, brought that in here. It looks to me like maybe they're coming back to someplace that's a little bit more like a town or a city, but I'd love to know what you think about that. One special feature in this picture is the lamplight and the light, of course, coming from a window. And those are nice elements to give you a sense that time has passed. Now, there are some really fun facts about this picture, quite a few actually. And Mary, would you like to share those?
I would love to, Stephanie. A really fun fact that we've enjoyed thinking about is that Rockwell built his images and his paintings like a director of a movie might. So he pulls characters from different places and builds a family. And this image, it really reads like this is a family that we can all relate to. In fact, the models for this image are unrelated except for the father and the daughter, who actually are a father and daughter. So that's really fun. Another fun fact is that Rockwell looks around very carefully for his props. And he decided that the car that he wanted to show in this image was a car that existed in his town. It was actually his mail carrier's car. So one day he ran into the mail carrier delivering mail and said to that person, just go up to my house and there's an envelope waiting for you. And in the envelope, sure enough, there was $25 payment for borrowing the car to make this image. And so Rockwell just worked in the most interesting ways, and ways that we really wouldn't see today, I think. Another element that places this image in time in 1947 is that the family is not wearing seatbelts, which is so different from today, where it's a really important safety consideration. Nobody's wearing seatbelts, and we even notice the boy is leaning out of the car and he's feeling the wind against his face and enjoying that feeling, I think. And so that is just so different than anything we know today. Another thing that we would like to invite you to think about is, what might you do now that you've studied this image? And there's a couple of things. We'd love for you to imagine what the actual adventure of the day was for this family between their journey to and from. So maybe you would make a drawing or write a story about that and share it with us at learn@nrm.org. Or maybe you have your own going and coming image of your day or your day trip with your family or class or friends. Where were you going and where did you come from and what did that look like? We'd love to see what you do and also hear from you. So thanks for being with us today, and we hope to see you again very soon.
Bye, everybody.